Hi, everybody. I'm Dana New.
And I'm Kimberly McNett.
We're having a conversation because we're talking to our practitioners right now about starting their practice and how to go about that. So we've done just expressing several different things that we're doing. And I was talking about, I came back from my first training, and people were like, how'd you just go back from your first training and go right into your practice? And I said, I use the tools, what Doc gives you, right? This little band right here is magical. You want to rewrite your subconscious, this is your friend, okay? Wear them out all day long, wear them out. And that's what I did to start my business, because every time I doubted myself, I had people come to me and say...
Do you mind explaining what it's called and what you do with it? Because
sure can.
Even everybody here...
Yes. Do you guys have these on your wrist?
Everything we do...
Everything
you do, don't do a lot, just be thorough at what you do.
Right. So your subconscious is not a thinking part of your brain, right? It's a storage house. And if you listen to Doc long enough, you know that. However, our conscious mind speaks to our subconscious. So if your thoughts are, I suck, I'm not worthy enough, I can't do this after one course, I don't have enough knowledge, I'm not a doctor, I'm not all these things, what are you telling your subconscious? You're telling your subconscious what's happening in the outside world. So your subconscious thinks, you're not a doctor, you don't have the smarts to do this, you don't have the means to do this, all of those things. So how you change that? Sorry, we had a little technical thing there. So how do you change that, right? How do you reprogram your subconscious? Doc has the 12 loving steps. Those will take you directly through it. Step 1, how to do it. Step 2, how to do it. If you haven't investigated that, look in his library. That is totally free to you. You punch up that library and you're going to be able to bring up 12 loving steps that are going to help you rewrite your subconscious, okay? So what does that do for you? Because the times that I said, oh man, I don't have enough training to do this and open my practice, right? My subconscious is, right, Dana, that's exactly, you're not a doctor. Wait, you think you can do this? I went, oh wait.
Yeah, wait.
My subconscious knows nothing but what my conscious mind tells it. So when my conscious mind is saying, I can't, your subconscious is like, let me bring up a program to reinforce that. Remember when you're 10 and somebody told you couldn't do something, right? And then you ended up not doing it because you believed them and not yourself. Your subconscious is like, let's run that program where you just give up.
Yeah.
Right? And all of a sudden, you give up, and you're like, shit, I knew I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Right? But if you do this, 3, 2, 1, your subconscious mind cannot count backwards.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, I got this.
Right out loud. It's right on the band for you. It says Braveheart, 3, 2, 1, I've got
3, 2,
this.
1, I'm enough. 3, 2, 1, I approve of myself.
Yes.
That's the old me. Welcome home, new me.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm abundant.
Yes.
I am wealthy.
Right.
And it's
I
not
am everything.
and it's not just about saying the words, right? It's not just about that. At the beginning it is, because you have to reprogram your subconscious. How many times did you hear, I cannot do that, from the outside world? You can't do that. You can't do that. You can't do that, right? So many times that it programmed your subconscious to continue that into your adulthood, right? This interrupts that purposefully. Counting backwards out loud tells your subconscious it can't pay attention for a second. It's, what are we doing? 3, 2, 1. What?
Yeah.
Right? And then you put the affirmation in there. You know how many times you got to do that to how many times the outside world told you couldn't do it?
Yeah.
You know how many times I did this? I wore this stuff out. Right? I did.
Remember,
I wore them out all the time.
If I can say this, guess what? Your subconscious can't count backwards. That's why we do.
That's
and
right.
that keeps you in the conscious mind. Does anybody know about the military? You know what they tell everyone? Guess what? When you're thinking about your family, you stop it and count backwards, because you're going to get your head blown off. We need you in the present moment, not thinking about your family at home, because you'll be dead. So we took the same thing that they use, but we just go 3, 2, 1, I got this. To bring us back into the present moment, because that's the only place you can heal. It's the only place you can create something new. And it's the only place that you can find you.
And this also, when you pop it, it's a kiss and it's hugging you. So you're kissing yourself and hugging yourself all day.
Which is going to become illegal pretty soon, I hear.
I was finishing off before we went live. I was saying what I did is I came back from my first course, and I I knew a lot, but I didn't know everything, right? Doc has the most amazing nutraceuticals on the planet, and I've been around a long time through fitness, ballet, martial arts, and I've never seen products at the same quality and level that Doc has. So check that out in Doc Detox in the store there. But when I came back, I knew a few things. I knew therapeutic vomiting because I had to use it in my first course and the emotional dump I had from my pelvic work. I knew how to do the ultimate coffee enema, and I knew the vaginal infusion. So those are the 3 protocols I knew, and I knew non-surgical. I was engaged in it and loved it. So when I came home, those are the 3 or 4 things that I used. That's it. I didn't try to put stuff into my practice that I didn't know about, right? I didn't feel confident in it. I wanted to speak to my client confidently. I knew what therapeutic vomiting can do for someone who can't clear their own emotions out, right? I knew what it could do because I used it.
Right.
I used it. Same thing with the coffee enema. If you can clean your large intestine, okay, it is a new world for you. For those of you that think you poop properly,
No.
you are so far off,
Yeah.
okay? Think of it like a dirty pipe where you're pushing through a little bit of water, okay, or debris.
And just because something comes out, what stays in? That's the question. What stays in, right? And I've heard docs show that if you put your middle finger and your thumb together, that's what it's the size. But some people, they're pooping this big is because they're impacted in their sigmoid. And that, y'all don't know anything about poop. We need to start talking about poop, even with our kids. And because they need to look in the toilet. They need to be aware. We don't know about it because nobody told us about it. I mean, did any of y'all's parents tell you to look at your poop and ask about what did it smell like, what did it look like? No. So coffee enemas is, that's, you got to do that to get regular, and you got to pay attention to all of those things. So yeah,
she's on it. So if you're looking to start your practice, because I think that's what we were talking about, we talked about the Cell Sonic. Dana Billings brings her Cell Sonic because I do not have mine yet, but I will into the future. She brings it down. Usually about 60 clients use that. And I try to get the clients in there that have calcification in the body. That can be worked on with your elbow, but it takes a little bit longer, right? The Cell Sonic, you're talking about 25,000 microvolts that is in a harmonic, a love harmonic, that goes into the body directly on that calcium, and it microscopically cleans the cell mitochondria and also blows away scar tissue, literally microscopically, to bring back the blood flow, the lymph flow. When that happens and I put my elbow on them next time, do you think their healing is accelerated? Yeah. Very much so, right? If I allow them and teach them how to do a ultimate coffee enema, they're healing exponentially. So we were talking also about, are we worth what we charge for non-surgical? Absolutely. Are we worth what we charge for a consultation that they can have our support for a lifetime? That's $150, right? Tell me who spent $150 in the last day.
Yeah.
Oh, did. I know you did. I saw you guys in Publix and Whole Foods and everywhere else, right? Yeah. We spend it like this fast, but we won't do it
for ourselves.
Right. We won't do it for ourselves. Yeah. And we have such an amazing amount of information that we can give to people to teach them how to heal themselves. I don't want my clients coming to me for the rest of their life. I don't want them, as Doc says, on my nipple. Okay. I don't want that. I want to teach them so that they can go forward and be like, I got my health in check now. I know the things I have to do. Right? And I now can do that for my family. And ladies, I'm talking to you because that's what we take on, right? You can go and teach your family. Can you teach your child who has a fever to do an enema, not a coffee enema, but a warm water enema with tummy love, right? Yeah. You can do that, or you can do it if the child's young enough. Imagine taking care of your child in that way. You cure their fever in 20 minutes, right? And they're back to child life. Yeah. How amazing if somebody did that for you, right?
Right.
Does that make sense? So just take what you know, take what you love and you're passionate about in both Doc's course and also into Dr. Sage's course. Go home and share it with people. Okay? You will not, I'm about to expand my practice because I have to. I can't do any more non-surgical physically. I'm doing about 22 of those a week, 25 sometimes. And I'm still running my gym in the hours I'm not doing non-surgical. Right? I love it, but I don't want to not love it. It's my passion, right? So I need to adjust that. And Doc, that's what he can help you with, right? He's going to show you just look here, look here, look here, and then do the work.
Yeah. And so there's some of y'all in here, y'all were just going to take Wolf non-surgical. And we had the conversation that we need to do whole life coach. And the reason why you need to do whole life coach is because that's how you're going to know you're worth it. That's how you're going to know you're worth $150 plus to work on these people. You're worth it. You're valuable, and what you have to offer is even more valuable than that. So these people that are in here, and I know who you are, that we're just going to do the Wolf Non-Surgical, more power to you. That's your elbow. You're going to have a technique. But are you going to feel worthy of doing it? Are you going to feel valuable enough to do it? That's why you needed this course.
And are you going to understand everything that goes along with it and why people are in the condition that they're in? And what are you going to do to help them get out of the condition?
So Kimberly,
And here's one for you. Understand, Kimberly, she invited us here and she didn't even know what we were.
No, I had
And
no
she
idea.
didn't even know what she was going to learn. And look at her now.
I wasn't even going to do it, y'all. I'm busy enough. This is not something I wanted to do, especially Wolf Non-Surgical. I didn't want to do any of that, right? And I didn't want to do it.
And I remember when I partnered with you that day.
Yeah.
Well, how come you're doing it all the time if you don't want to do it?
Exactly, because I didn't know, right? When you're opened up to bigger things, I was so small. I was so small, and I didn't even know it. And now I feel like I'm a huge, big, gigantic butterfly, and I can do whatever I want. I can fly around, stay in the present moment, right? Connect to my God spot. Y'all. And y'all are all going to be the same way. You're just cracking out of the shell right now. And you're going to get out there and you're going to fly. But you needed this course first, so that then you can take Wolf Non-Surgical. Because like you said, you didn't take this, or you weren't going to take it.
I was actually, I only wanted to do the Wolf Non-Surgical, and Dina's like, no, we got to do both. But she had an issue. Her son was getting married at the time, so I said, okay, I'm just going to go do the whole life, and then we're going to go to Mexico and do the non-surgical. And I walked in, and on the first day, I think I was only, 3 hours in, and paid Lori for non-surgical. And then, so I had that course down, still changed my flight for stop and changed it to January when I did the third course over there, and did my second course here in Bonita with Kimberly. So,
we're talking.
But you never know where you're going to go.
No, you
know,
don't.
you open up a door, and we always make these prejudgments.
Right. And I didn't think I would be there because, it was the second day, and I said, I'm ordering a Cellsonic. I never even knew what the hell a Cellsonic was. The first day he's talking about it, and I'm like, And then it was like, as he's talking and everything, and he told me, I knew you would. And now, because of my background, I have a little bit easier time because I've been in the medical field in one aspect, because I know the body, I know certain things. So I can put things together, and a lot of the stuff that he says, even in the first course, a lot of things I didn't understand it. I didn't get what he was saying in the first course. And then as the second course went on, I got it a little bit more. So if you guys are sitting here and you're like, I don't really get it, but you will.
Yeah. And
it just will come together.
On live, if you can't quite hear what Deb is saying.
Reiterate.
Yes. Deb was saying that she bought a Cellsonic her first course. She's like, I didn't even know what it was, but and she trusted in the science of that. So she has her Cellsonic now. And if you're around the Bonita Springs area and you want to get with Deb, just if you put something up, what's your number, Deb?
Hi guys, I'm here. That's all right. We'll squish in.
I'm gonna go down. My head's gonna be huge. Okay.
So we're here in Bonita Springs. We're at the Crunch Gym, and you can call me at 305-342-9559. And the work, the Cellsonic, is just an amazing thing. I've had it now for coming up on 8-9 months. My dog got diagnosed with cancer back in June 30th. He's with us here. It's an amazing thing. He had 2 masses on his adrenals. They wanted to put him asleep that day or do surgery, and he is thriving. He's almost 15 years old. We do the nutraceuticals. We do the Cellsonic. I do non-surgical on him, everything. It is amazing work. It is an amazing time. And I myself, 15 years younger I look?
Yeah.
About
Yeah.
15 years younger
It's
since
changed a
last
lot.
year. So I'm aging backwards.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
you
never getting old.
Can you give your number?
305-342-9559.
And she's going to be here all month.
Yes, I'll be here
So-
till the 25th.
Yeah. So if y'all want to come.
So, one thing we were talking about is taking both courses, Doc's portion, the whole life course, and then doing the non-surgical course. The reason that's so important, Deb was talking about it, is because your integrity, when you go in and do non-surgical, it will speak for itself. You're going to help people, right? You're going to go in, you're going to get their lower back opened or their spine or whatever you're working on. They're going to get results, but your integrity is, why is their spine calcified, right? If they come in with a beer belly, you're going to be like, we could probably use some kind of ultimate coffee enema, right? You can use some nutraceuticals to help with that.
Yeah.
That's when your integrity gets locked in, and that's when you have too much business that you can't handle. That's as simple as that. It's also when your confidence goes up because you're using tools to teach people that work,
Yes.
that they can go home and they can do it. I have so
Simple
many
things. Yeah.
Yes. My late husband passed away November of 2022. At his memorial in February, we use these. I got one for everybody. I think I bought like 400 of them. And Doc and D-Docs, they were calling me going, you need 400 bands? We never had anybody order 400. I'm like, I actually need 500, but if you got 400, send them to me. So what I did is I put them out at the memorial. I talked about it when I was talking about his life, because at the end of his life, he was attempting to do the things that you have the privilege to do right now, which is to learn how to reprogram your subconscious so that you can love yourself authentically and perfectly and beautifully, like God intended for you.
Yes.
God did not intend for you to suffer. He did not intend for you to be in this place and continue to see the wickedness, be part of it, right? We don't need to. Doc's like, mind your own business. Do it, right? Mind your own business. Don't worry about what the world's doing. Don't worry about the wickedness in it. Don't worry about what Trump's doing.
Yeah.
I love you, Kimberly. Right? None of that affects your clients. None of it affects you. Okay? If you're into yourself and you're into that frequency of love for yourself by being authentic and doing it, okay, it becomes you. That is you. That is the new you. Okay, so keep that in mind while you're working your practice. It shouldn't look like mine. I can give you ideas, right? It shouldn't look like hers, right? I don't have these beautiful nails, but I am rocking her shoes.
Yeah,
right
she's
now.
got my shoes on though.
They're pretty. They're pretty awesome.
And that's really important what they said, and it shouldn't look like me.
No.
You might mimic the phrases. You might mimic things at the beginning. Don't worry about it.
That's right.
Don't worry about that. But you want to be breaking away. Once you start getting your surfboard, you know, and you start riding that wave, allow yourself to be creative and bring your authenticity, that you look like nothing, smell like nothing like me. You want to set yourself free because you have to. It's only the beginning. You learn the phrases and everybody goes, oh, you sound like you sound like Kimberly, or you sound like Dana. Well, you will at the beginning until you get your groove, and then you'll break away. So people will say, oh my God, you're just brainwashed. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Wash my brain.
Either they're going to do it or you're going to do it.
Yeah.
So decide who should brainwash you.
Yeah, and all those people in Facebook land and any of these, I don't know what platforms we're on, but all y'all people out there that say we're in a cult, if we were, we would all look the same. We would all do that. No, we're all different. I promise you, my practice and how I work with people is different than Dana. And everybody's different. We have different personalities. Guess what? I may not be your cup of tea, but she may be. Debbie may be. You know what? We all have to shine our light. Because when we shine our light, we give everybody else permission to shine their light. I don't want you to be like me, and I don't want to be like you. I want to be who God created me to be. And that's how we empower each other. We give each other permission to be our authentic self. So, go ahead.
I'm sorry. I was going to say, pick up the phone, right? we're a group.
Yeah,
support
we
each
are.
Other. Teresa called me about some stuff, and I've talked to other people either here or on the phone or however you want to connect. And we want to help because we know that it will get out to more people.
Mm-hmm.
That's why Doc doesn't keep his mouth shut, right? He's like, how else does but how else does he express it?
That's
right?
right.
And if you're not sitting here, Facebook and Instagram and TikTok, if you're not in this room at some point, you are missing a massive
Yes.
transformation that could happen for you.
Yes.
If you're stressed every day, you hate your job, your kids are miserable, you're not living how you want to, it is simple as call Doc a Detox, look at the classes coming up, get yourself signed up, and don't be cheap. Don't do one and not the other.
That's right.
Okay? Because when you do that, you're splitting where your passion's going to be.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Before, if you look back maybe 2 years ago, I couldn't open, I was like, Kimberly.
Yeah.
Now you can't shut me up. But I couldn't open my mouth
Yeah.
around Doc. I did the one thing he says don't ever do. Don't put me on a pedestal.
Yeah.
I put him on a pedestal because I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
how's he know all this? He's like living this great life. I want to be like that. I'm not there yet, so he's better than I am, right?
But he's not.
But he's not.
No.
Right? He says, don't put me on a pedestal. Don't thank me.
No.
He's just doing him.
Yeah.
He's doing him, and you get to benefit from that.
That's
so
right.
get yourself on DACA Detox, buy some products, get yourself a consultation, sign up for a program, and listen, get to the course.
Yes.
Because I know they hold money waiting for someone to get here for a course, right? They just hold it. They're like, they paid for it, but they didn't come in the building. And then if you want your money back, you can get it back the first day. Doc told us that like 6 times, okay? It never happens. Well, I shouldn't say never. I'm not in your business, but it never happens
Yeah.
because the first day you understand that it's not about Doc.
Right.
It's not about Doc, but it is about his legacy.
Yes.
It is, right? Because he's brought this to us. So let us use that. Let us go forward and shine our light, like Kimberly
Yes.
said. And if you want to come see us, we're doing a healing circle
Yes,
in
we
February.
are
here
in
Bonita
February,
Springs.
right here
Right?
in
This
Bonita
is
Springs.
the
It's
blonde
us too.
bombshells.
That's right. It's us too. We're going to be leading
Explain
Braveheart.
to everybody what a Braveheart Healing
Okay.
Circle is and why they might want to do it, how long it is, and
Yes.
Okay.
So when we're in this course, this is for people who would like to be certified to become a practitioner, right? So there are many people that don't want to become a practitioner. That's not their passion. However, they want the information. So the health and healing circles are designed to bring you the information. Braveheart Healing Circles. Did I say that right? Braveheart Healing Circles.
Yeah.
So it's designed to bring you the information so that you can go home and have the self-healing, have the self-understanding how to love yourself differently
And it's only
and
4
weather.
days.
And it's only 4 days, and it's price, guys? Is
I
it
think
up yet?
it's $19.95.
$19
$1,995.
Right, $1,995
Don't
for.
quote me because I'm not the price guy.
That's why I hesitated because I wasn't sure he knew or I knew. So, and
Oh, wait,
it's
it's
for.
not that. I think it's more.
Okay.
I don't even know. They
Well,
gotta go to
Lori's not
BraveHeartNation.com.
There you go. Go to
I
braveheartnation.com.
shouldn't have said anything. Every time
I know that would, yes. See,
And-
I hesitated too. I should have not
Yeah.
said anything, but it's okay. I
It's
let myself off
okay.
the
That's
hook.
right.
I let myself off the hook. So it's 4 days of immersing yourself in all the things some of the things that we do in the bigger course for certification. There's no certification. It's coming so you can learn to love yourself. You can learn to use the tools that Doc has designed for that purpose.
Okay, so tell me your name and where you are, and then I'm going to tell them my name.
Awesome. And then are we signing off? Okay.
I guess.
You can come see us, the Blonde Bombshells, in
That's
February.
right.
I'm actually from Central North Carolina, in High Point, North Carolina. I have lots of clients that are close to me in Raleigh and Charlotte. That's about an hour and a half away, north and south. My number is 315-360-2467. Again, 315-360-2467. And just give me a call, and I'll get back to you.
Do you do Perfect Day consults?
I
too?
do. I do Perfect
Okay.
Day consults. I do non-surgical as well as protocols for your health, too.
Yep. And I'm Kimberly McNett, and I'm right here in Bonita Springs, so Southwest Florida. I do Perfect Day consults. I do Wolf Non-Surgical. My number's 248-931-3077. And we also we're going to have a map Dr. Wolf's putting together a map so that, like, I talk to people all over, like I have somebody in Minnesota, and so we have people in this class right here that are taking training, and we're going to be able to connect people. So we work together. It's like a big network. It's like we're a tribe, and we help each other, and we refer people to each other, and it's just so incredible. So y'all call us, because we're here and we're available. We want to share all the wonderful things that we've learned that are life transforming.
And come see us in Bonita Springs in February. We'd love to talk with you personally, meet you, introduce you to what we're doing here so you can see the full benefits of it.
Yeah.
All said, Dad. We're signing off. Have a great day, Braveheart.
3, 2, 1. We got this.